2024 was a great year. Crazy Amazing Designs reached the milestone of 10,000 subscribers, over 4,000 new from 2024. I posted 32 videos this year and we reached over 490,000 viewers on this YouTube channel. Check out some of what I was up to this year. I started 2024 by attending Passion Conference. We returned and began doing weekly worship at our young adult ministry gatherings. We built rolling platforms to keep the band gear set up for these worship gatherings. In February, I did lighting for a winter youth retreat. You know, the big F, which stands for friends, obviously. Lots of LEDs around the stage made for some really fun moments during that event. In March, the third flight of SpaceX's Starship rocket. These flights continued nicely through the rest of this year. Also giving us flights 4, 5, 6. I 3D printed a model of Starship, which is really cool. In April, we had that solar eclipse when the moon passed in front of the sun. That was really cool. I also got to test the new beta remote mix from Boxcast. This has now been publicly announced. This system uses their streaming encoders to send a stereo mix to a user's account on the website. Then remote users can listen to the mix in almost real time and from the web page gain remote control of the broadcast console or mix bus for the purpose of remotely mixing the broadcast mix. It's a very cool system that Boxcast has been working hard on. When we finished our weekly young adult gatherings for the semester in the spring, we took the platforms to our main stage and they're now a part of the drum kit, the piano, and our percussion setup. It's super nice to be able to move the instruments around the stage or move them off the stage, which is what we did for VBS week. And then at Christmas time, we recently moved stuff around again to accommodate the tree design. In the same month, one of my friends flew in from Germany and we went to New York, DC, and Eastern PA with some friends and had a great time. In May, I drove to Chicago and attended Philo conference. First in, last out. That's what we do in the production world. We set up a projector in our mezzanine as a stage display for the worship team. I gave our front of house carts a good scrub down. After a few weeks of the platforms being on the main stage, our team got a little annoyed with how little room there was on the piano platform, with the music stand and then the piano and then a chair that they like to sit on to play the piano. It got a little cramped. So we 3D printed a piece to mount the music stands to the wood, and then we screwed that into the platform. And then we also add a back piece of wood for the piano chair to rest up against. There's a good amount of room there now. We added a Marshall camera to our stage. We now have one on the drum kit and a second one on the keys position. We buried my family's pet fish from 8 years ago. To be fair, he had been in the freezer since 2018. I organized our backstage area. You should probably do that too at your church. June was fun. We added a stream deck to our control room. Now running BitFocus Companion, we can change our PTZ optic camera positions from the labeled button interface. I hung 4 lights so that we could do a unique worship night in the round for our young adults in the same multi-purpose room that we do our weekly gatherings. We've been trying to do a monthly worship and production team hangout and get together, just a time for our teams to get to know each other better and have a good time enjoying each other's company. Our worship pastor bought a piñata, we named it Pedro, and I hung it from the ceiling in the gym. Fly away, Pedro, you're free! I mounted our Rio 16 stage box to the drum kit. Now it's only one Ethernet cable instead of the snake that I was having to pull around when I moved the kit. For VBS week, we stripped the stage down, moved all the platforms off, and it was super fun. I added some LED sticks below the projector, and it looked really nice. July was murder mystery, 4th of July parties, yearly meeting conference at our church. We had 2 weeks of sports camp. We helped set up for a live festival. We had our worship and tech team party night. We had my birthday. We had more sports camp. We replaced the drum heads on the kit. I built and assembled a pan tilt head for my camera. I saw another Cybertruck. I attended my high school class reunion. I got ice cream with our worship team. June and July were also months that I created monthly review videos. August was fun also. In August, we went camping, did our own Tough Mudder event with our young adult friends from back home in Eastern Ohio. We hosted church at Malone University, a college near us. I set up the slider, built the pan tilt head for one of my cameras. My brother Eric built a 3D printed plane for a YouTube video for a company. The maiden flight could have been better, but it was a lot of fun. The first landing was a bit rough though. I attended a worship conference. We set up a manned camera in the gym for the first time and did IMAG on our projector for a celebration Sunday. We got our Danley speaker system realigned. It sounds so good. The location of the subs were wrong and the speakers were pointed at the middle of the room. They should have been pointed at the back of the room. August 22nd, I attended Collective at Grace Church in Akron for the first time. What an awesome experience, and I've not missed many since then. It's so much fun to have a place to go attend church and not always be doing church. It was time to start The Well, our young adult ministry, back up for the fall. So we built new platforms to replace the ones that we sent to the main stage after The Well finished in the spring. We also purchased a new drum kit shield to use for The Well. In September, when we started officially our fall semester of our young adult gatherings, we had to set everything up and get it ready to go. We also received some PTZ cameras from Canon to test out, which was a lot of fun. I took the PTZ cameras that I was borrowing from Canon to Malone University and ran IMAG for a concert they did for a few hours one night during their Big Day event. Crazy Amazing Designs took me on a trip to Texas to do some consulting at a church. I try to limit the number of these church visits that I do, but this was a great visit. Was able to get a lot of stuff done for them. I got to see Giga Texas and my Cybertruck count skyrocketed. I went to Cedar Point with some friends, lots of roller coasters, lots of pumpkins too. It was Halloween time. I set up the PTZ cameras in our high school room for a hymn sing worship night. They said I must have been getting desperate if I was filming the hymn sing. We had fish racing at the Young Adults Well gathering, and that led to me adopting Taco the fish into my family. He now lives in my desk at church and everyone loves seeing him. In October, I started the month with a day of training at a church in Cleveland. I went there to take a look at their systems, to offer advice and help them move into the future with all that they are doing. Also did some ProPresenter training, X32 training. It was a month of young adult retreats. I went back to my home church's fall young adult retreat. I took the LED sticks and I recorded a video for them. Collective also had their fall retreat and I attended. I just got to be a part of it. I was a part of the small groups. It was so much fun. I installed a live streaming setup at a church in Rayland, Ohio. We went with a Canon CRN 300 camera with an ATEM switcher, box casting coder, and a stream deck to control the switcher, the camera, and picture-in-picture in the switcher. We had our young adult fall conference at my own church in Canton. It was a lot of fun. Also, I dressed up as a skiing guy for Halloween at Collective. That was fun. I'm looking forward to going skiing now that it's December, even though we're moving on to November. In November, I got to see the Newbridge Church coffee shop in Wheeling, West Virginia for the first time. I started posting short videos in November on my Instagram. The idea is that I wrap an event or a project into a few-minute video and I share it with those online. So I posted a handful of videos in the end of 2024. We also hosted Marriage and Date Night. Yes, another marriage and date event that I attended that I shouldn't be because I'm not married or dating. In December, my YouTube channel, Crazy Amazing Designs, reached 10,000 subscribers. This has been an incredible journey. I'm consistently encouraged by the comments, the people who watch and find value in the content that I've worked so hard this year to create. In December, I primarily focused on our Christmas stage design as well as other projects that I've been up to. See you next year.